For my final project for user interface design, my group and I developed a website that teaches new Minecraft users the crafting recipes to essential items when you first play the game. So this website, as stated before, gives you the recipe for different items, tells you when to use them, and focuses mainly on the items that you use in the early stages of the game, so that it's tailored towards people who haven't played Minecraft before. So landing right on the homepage, as we can see here, the first thing the user sees is the title, Welcome to the Minecraft Crafting Guide. And then upon looking a little closer, they can see a nav bar with some things here. And also these three big buttons. Not super sure what they mean just yet, but we'll look at the website further. And it says down here, ready for a challenge. You can take a quiz to test your knowledge. You can only take the quiz after visiting all 32 items. Okay, so jumping into this, in the title it says Minecraft Crafting Guide. Here it says 32 items. Here it says, here has images of 3 different types of items. So intuitively, it makes sense that there are items behind these cards. So as a user, I'll decide to explore a little, click into here, and it looks like there's a bunch of different items. Looking closely, it says progress, 0 out of 14 items visited. So these are probably different items in the game that I can visit. I click on wooden plank, and I see that I'm reading wooden plank, basic building material. Appearance varies by biome depending on type of wood. Oak, spruce, birch, jungle, acacia, and dark oak. It says it's made out of this ingredients, and the crafting recipe appears to be this ingredients in the middle of this grid. Makes sense. I'll click next. Here it says stick, used to craft many other items, and is made out of wooden plank. And the crafting recipe is 2 planks in this orientation in the grid. I noticed that in the stick profile, the ingredients here has a underscore below it, and which is different from this. I hover over it and I see that it's clickable. So clicking into it, I see that it's a craftable ingredients, and it brings me to the card for that ingredients piece. So I can mentally put together this chain of what to build to get to stick. Press next. Here I see torch, provides light and melts ice snow, made from stick and coal. Stick brings us here, and that adds it onto the chain of items we have to craft to get the torch. And the crafting recipe, it looks pretty intuitive, a stick and a piece of coal, similar to what I would do if I were building a torch in real life. So let's say I want to go back to home. It goes back to this page that I'm familiar with. I see that I've accessed 3 items so far. I want to take the quiz. I can't, because again, I can only play the quiz once I visit all 32 items. So I go back in here and I see that, oh, there's a check mark and some cards are grayed out. And those are the items that I've already seen. So it's a very good visual tracker to see which ones I don't have to revisit. So I'll just click through these. It's very similar. These are the basic items categories, like so. I can also go back to the category to see what progress I've made. And I think that's it. And now I've completed the basic items category. I can go back home, and now I have to click on here. And then I have some more objects here of the tool items. Let's say I click on fishing rod, and it says fishing rod can be cast into water to catch fish. Made from stick and string. Here's the crafting recipe. And now I see that this one is pretty intuitive. A fishing rod is just a stick with some string at the end. Makes sense. It's a fishing rod. That's how they're built in real life. I'll probably be able to memorize this, but we'll see. Other ones might not be super easy to memorize. Like here, a wooden hoe. It says used to till dirt blocks in preparation for growing crops. Durability and damage varies depending on type of hoe. Here I have 2 sticks and 2 wood blocks here, or wooden planks here. It's not super intuitive. Like if I were to build a wooden hoe in real life, I wouldn't really know what to do. And also, if I did do it, I wouldn't just have 2 pieces of stick and 2 blocks of wood. So this is harder to memorize, and the user might forget to build it in the quiz, which I'll show later. So to access the quiz, again, we have to visit all 32. So I'll just quickly go through these. Let's see my progress. I have one more clock. Cool. And also we have a nav bar. Going home, I see that the names here match the names here. So intuitively, that makes sense that these go to the same place these do. Let's go to defense to finish up visiting the different items. And up here, you can see that it's counting. Look, I press next, it goes 30 out of 32, and just it's a good visualizer when you're in the page itself. Cool. It says, congratulations, you've completed all items in this category. Ready to test your knowledge on all items. Maybe not now, just to see what happens. It brings me back to this page. Let's go home. I want to study a little more. I click into one, and it says, oh, you've actually completed all the items. You can test your knowledge if you would like. So I'm going to take the quiz. And the first question is, what's this item? Used to mine stone blocks and ores. Durability and damage varies depending on type of pickaxe. And it lists some materials here. So my options are flint and steel, chest, wooden pickaxe. To me, I know it's a wooden pickaxe, but let's just say the user clicks flint and steel. It says it's incorrect and moves on to the next one. Let's say the user misclicks and presses one of these buttons. What happens then? So I'm in the middle of my quiz, I press this button. It says, please confirm or please complete or end the quiz first. So I can end the quiz if I want to. Yes, end quiz. And it brings me back here. So I'm just going to start a new quiz. It says, what's this item? Protects player against attack. Let's say the user correctly identifies it as a leather boots. Oh, just kidding. It wasn't leather boots. I forgot what it was, but that's okay. Let's say, what's this item used to create stairs for climbing? Wooden stairs. Correct. Now, I have this interface, the grid interface. Now I have to recall the recipe from before. For wooden stairs, let's say the user doesn't remember it properly. They say, this somewhat looks like stairs. Something like that. They submit build, it's incorrect. We move on to the next one. Let's say, used to chop wood. This next one is used to chop wood blocks faster. Durability and damage varies depending on type of axe. And list some different materials. And so let's say they get it correct. Press wooden axe. And let's say the user makes a mistake. They're pulling in items. They know how to build an axe, which is here. And then these three are wood. Let's say they're filling it in. And they misclick, accidentally drag this. Now what? Good thing we have the clear grid button. And basically the clear grid button erases the grid. They can start over. And we can recreate our build from scratch. And by doing that, the user doesn't actually get incorrectly marked on this question because they didn't submit it yet. Here, the user will submit, says it's the correct recipe, and move on. I'll just do the other questions quickly. What's this item used to create? Okay. Door. Let's say I get this one wrong. Oh, that's correct. Let's say I build it wrong. Submit build. Correct recipe. And now it gives me the results. Out of the 5 ones that I was quizzed on, I got 3 of them incorrect. And it'll say that here. It tells me which ones I got incorrect, which ones I got correct. And I can also view the top scores. And here it remembers the date and time that you did the quiz, and it just sorts them on the heuristic of percentage of items that you got correctly. And you can see your progress in the past here. And this data is just stored in the cache of the website when the user does the quizzes over and over again. So now I press done, brings me back to the home page. And now I can restudy the items if I want to. I can take the quiz again if I want to. Everything's easily accessible through these buttons and through the nav bar. And that concludes the project demo video. The website is a Minecraft crafting guide. And to reiterate once again, it's a website that teaches and helps new users memorize the crafting recipes and their use cases to the essential items in Minecraft for when they want to start playing Minecraft and they have no background knowledge on how to get started. So thank you for watching.